Here's an interesting double standard, hypocrisy, question mark that has risen. We have Colorado legalizing marijuana, but at the same time, federally, marijuana is still illegal, and the government is very, very much against marijuana recreationally, even against it in terms of medicinal marijuana. At the same time, though, remember that the U.S. government has a patent on medicinal marijuana. A lot of people don't know this, but check out U.S. patent 6630507 called Cannabinoids as Antioxidants and Neuroprotectants, which is assigned to the United States of America as represented by the Department of Health and Human Services. The patent says the following, Lewis. Cannabinoids have been found to have antioxidant properties unrelated to NMDA receptor antagonism. This newfound property makes cannabinoids useful in the treatment and prophylaxis of a wide variety of oxidation-associated diseases. And they go on to give a list. The cannabinoids are found to have particular application as neuroprotectants, for example, limiting neurological damage following ischemic insults such as stroke and trauma. The patent dates back, this is amazing, Lewis, to October of 2003. The U.S. government holds this patent. They continue to deny that medical marijuana has proven benefits. An FDA spokesperson, for instance, has claimed that smoked marijuana has no currently accepted or proven medical use in the U.S. and is not an approved medical treatment. At the same time, we continue learning more and more about why that seems to be wrong, and the U.S. government holds a patent on cannabinoids as a medical, as medicine. What do you make of this?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I see it as more of a control method, I guess. I think the idea was probably that if it does become mainstream and the benefits are realized and this becomes a widespread drug, that they will be able to very carefully control that.
Well, it's interesting because you make an interesting point. It's not because of the lack of popularity, because now we have countless polls that show that 60% or more of Americans believe that doctors should be allowed to prescribe marijuana. We have to ask the question, because of the huge influence of the pharmaceutical industry, is the primary focus here on protecting the war on drugs industrial complex and or the interests of the pharmaceutical companies?
Yeah, that has to be part of it. I imagine they had their influence here, and I don't think it's going to work, luckily.
Please help us expand the show to 5 shows a week. We are raising money through Indiegogo. Go to igg.me/at/TDPS5, or forget about that whole thing. Just go to davidpakman.com and click on the blue banner at the top of the page that takes you to Indiegogo. With your help, we can expand this show to 5 days a week.